Damn, my hair's looking crazy. Whoa. What's good, y'all? Yeah, that's right. It's Friday, July 18th, one day after my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom, by the way. And you're watching One More Round Fights, baby. I'm your host, Gaff. I may look a little sweaty because shit went down right before the stream. So I had to finagle some things and make it work. But hey, shit happened. I'm the host of this here show. I'm fucking live every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday, 52 weeks. Well, more like 48 weeks out of the year. But what I do is I bring you guys MMA and boxing content, bets, picks, parlays, video games, simulations. What more can I provide for you? What more can I do? This is One More Round Fights. Partner show of the main card minute, baby. Main card minute. Yeah, that's where we do the Saturday watch-alongs, sometimes PFL, mostly UFC, where we give you 60-second bet breakdowns, parlays, overs, all that kind of stuff. That's what we do there. And One More Round Fights, that's where we have a little more fun than we normally would, huh? That's where we pull out the video games. That's where we pull out, things that we normally wouldn't. Yeah, so scan those QR codes below. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. We are on the road to 500. We're still not there. We're trying to hit that 500 sub goal. If any of you got some burners left, I think we're at like 497 or some shit. You feel me? So we're not far at all. So if you guys could just go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe, make sure we get to 500. Let's try to make this thing big, shall we? If not, hey, it is what it is. Fuck off. But yeah, don't forget to follow on social. That's where we put out the bets. That's where we put out the parlays. That's where we put out what we're thinking. You might see a story here and there. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, One More Round Fights everywhere except for X, where it's One More Round F8. Fuck you, Elon. But if you do care about that X, that Twitter right there at the bottom, that's where we live tweet the fights most of the time. So if I remember and I'm not too preoccupied, I'll live tweet the fights, what I'm thinking, what I'm scoring. Try to keep up with the cards. So don't forget to follow on social too. All right. And if you got some shit to send me, send it into one more round fights at gmail.com. I don't give a fuck what it is. You can send me pictures of your food. You can send me, actually, I do care what it is. Don't send me weird shit. But yeah, you know what I mean? Just, interact. The email's open. Send some shit in. Maybe we can make a segment out of it. Who's the best cook out of you guys? Right now, it's Saul. Saul's whooping all your asses real good on the grill, in the pans, tacos, the fucking meats, whatever it is. Saul's whooping y'all's asses if it's coming down to cooking. And if you think otherwise, then fuck it. Send it into the email. Stop being a bitch and come on. But anyways, yeah, man. You already know what we do here on Fridays. What we do is we simulate the fights that we'll have on Saturday. And what we're simulating this here Friday is none other than one of my favorite fighters in the world. You can see that I'm not wearing the Max Holloway shirt because it's reserved for a different night this week. And I think you know what night it'll be reserved for. Maybe not during the day. Keep in mind, we're doing a PFL watch along here, right here on this stream. We're also doing it on the main card minute. So don't forget. But yeah, One More Round Fights. One More Round Fights, bitch. Yeah, so PFL watch along. We got the CPUnits. We got the Sunday wrap ups. We're doing Sunday nights now. So nobody's got to wake up early anymore. If you're on the East Coast or West Coast, nobody's got to, jump in the middle of their day if they're in Europe watching this. Most of the time, we're all going to be nighttime. Now, some of you might be waking up to it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But at least you have some content early, right? I know a lot of you might be scraping around those fucking 9 a.m.s like, fuck. Ain't shit on. Nobody's put out a video. They all come out at fucking 11 or whatever the time translates to you. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's see who's in this fucking chat here. Go Green. Green Go OG22. What up, buddy? What up, dude? How you been? How you been since the last stream? I've been chilling, man. I've been making a little money on my girls in the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? Paige Beckers. You know what I'm saying? Easy Money, Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart, Asia Wilson. You're not back in my good graces yet. You fucked me too good in the beginning of the season. Too good with all your 13 points. But yeah. Morning Wombat in the house. Shout out Gav. What up, Morning Wombat? Welcome. Watch along tomorrow for the prelims. I got you, buddy. Bright and early. I'm here with the bets. I'm here with the props. Hopefully we could bet them. Let's look right now, actually, shall we? Because I didn't see any prelim props come out yet. And I was getting a little worried because if this is only a main card thing, I'm going to be a little concerned. Nope. Yep. All right, we got the whole thing now. I'm seeing it on DraftKings, and if it's on DraftKings, it's for damn sure on FanDuel. No, that wasn't a shot. I'm just saying that's the facts of the facts of the facts. David says, "What's up, man? How do you think Drickus versus Hamzat goes down? How do I think it goes down? I think it goes down chaotic as fuck. I think it's gonna be first 45 seconds is gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. First 10 seconds, nothing. First 15 seconds gets wild right off the rip. It's going to be diving. It's going to be elbows. It's going to be throwing wild shots. It's going to be scrambles. It's going to be people jumping on subs, people getting flattened out, probably people giving up their backs, it's giving up mount, people landing shots, getting hurt, knees buckling. It's going to be wild. If anything, I take the over 1.5 because I don't think either guy gets finished early. Okay. They'll probably set it at 2.5 to be dicks. I'm just saying. But if there's that 1.5 is available, hey, jump on that early. And then it's hard to deny the trajectory of Hamzat, especially what he did to Robert Whittaker. Nobody's done that to Robert Whittaker. I'm going to have to go Hamzat decision. I think the fight goes the distance. I think DDP looks good for pieces, but ends up on his back a lot, trying to get up and only does about 1.5 minutes of work, while 3.5 minutes is Hamzat landing punches, control time, putting him up against the fence. And a lot of the positions that Hamzat puts people in, it's not positions you can just explode out of. They're sequential. They take steps to get out of. So it's going to take some time, and that's going to burn some clock. So I definitely expect the over in that fight. I definitely expect at least the fourth round to start or the fifth round to start. But I can see a Hamzat close decision. A lot of people are going to think DDP wins the fight, but lost because he got controlled, even though he landed more damage. I feel it's going to look like one of those fights. But who knows, man? I don't know shit. It is what it is. Shavkat, you back, bro. Tell me how that horse meat is. Pause. Max needs this W. Absolutely, bro. 0-2. First time as a rookie in the game, loses by mounted armbar triangle. Second time, loses by split decision on a short notice fight. I think at lightweight, heavier this time, more healthy, bigger. Also, the larger frame of the two, more well-rounded now. More prepared at this weight class, not on the way out, still surging up. I feel like Max has the dub here in a decision. It's going to be close. I'm telling you, it's going to be close. Shit, Dustin might even take this, but I feel like it's going to be Dustin might even get robbed in his hometown. Dustin might even get robbed in a very close decision. Who knows? Let's get it, Lazy. What's good, Lazy? How you feeling? Bro? You chilling? It's Friday. We got weigh-ins. They finished up. We got fighters ready to go. We got the final weigh-in later. We get a PFL appetizer. PFL Africa right into UFC. This Saturday is going to be one of the greatest Saturdays of all time. From 10 a.m. until 2 a.m. We're going to have fights absolutely nonstop, whether it's boxing or MMA. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be absolutely fucking glorious. And I can't fucking wait. Gringo OG 22 says it's Friday. So I am doing good. That's right, baby. We all off. It's time to sit at home, crack some brews, crack a drink, pour up some ice, pour something over some ice, or just like the greens or like the browns, whatever you like to do. Some people like tobacco only. I don't know. But hey, man. So some people got vapes. This is my girlfriend's vape. She left it behind. She left 2, actually. She left it in the car before she left. But that's the reason I'm able to do these streams this weekend. She's on vacation with her mom. So I'm doing great. And the only thing that I would want to take up all that time while she's gone, MMA, and I have a full fucking Saturday of it. I can't fucking wait, bro. I've been counting down the hours. I've been counting down. I might do a stream later tonight just to fucking get a little fix out. Maybe we'll do a fantasy fight series. Who knows? We'll see how many people we get going. I might do one tonight. Who knows? Grigo G22 saying what up to Lazy. I want Dustin to have the fairy tale ending. I do too, which is why the only way that we can achieve the fairy tale ending for both sides is, you guessed it, bitches. You guessed it. A draw. We need that draw. We need Max to be absolutely controlling the fight completely through 3 rounds, and then Dustin appease him the fuck up in round 4, making it a possible 10-8, and then Dustin winning round 5 for the home crowd, making the home crowd go crazy. That would be great, right? A draw. Nobody wins the belt. Max gets to keep the BMF title. Dustin gets to not go out on a loss in a crazy fight in which he arguably would have won. Yo, bro, I'm betting that draw this weekend. The first fight was so close. I am betting that draw, sir. That is happening. That is absolutely happening. You have no idea how absolutely sure I am that a draw is on the table this weekend. It so is. Yo, remember, the BMF title comes with some controversy. It started with some controversy. What up, GG? Rob Lawyer, what's good? Rob says, what's up, Gaff? Only 3 away from that 500. You streaming PFL tomorrow? PFL prelims is all me, baby. Come on back right here. Right here. It'll be 10 a.m. for me. I don't know what it will be for you, but right freaking here. I'm going to be right here with you. From the first fight, the first female fight, until the last fight. I'm going to be right here with all y'all. So don't forget to come through. Hopefully we can make money on every single fight. It is a little far-fetched because you can't win them all, but a man could dream, can he? And if you could do it on any card, it's this PFL card, man. This PFL card, we could go undefeated. I'm telling you, there's only 1 to 2 fights that could swing us on that card for me. That's all I gotta say. David says, do you think JDM has a better shot versus Islam or Van or Van versus Pantoja? JDM definitely has a better shot versus Islam than Van versus Pantoja, in my opinion. Just because he has the size advantage, he probably has a striking and reach advantage. That's tough because Van's a live dog, but Pantoja's so good everywhere. He's gonna make Van work where he hasn't worked before. He's gonna take the back. A lot of these guys try to wrestle Van, and Van can get away. Pantoja's not trying to wrestle you, bro. He's just trying to take your back. And once he's on your back, he's hard to get off. So yeah, I'm gonna go JDM versus Islam is a better shot than Van versus Pantoja, especially since Van is so young that he could take an L and still come back in 1 to 2 years and still be one of the youngest guys at flyweight or in any division, and still become a champion at one of the, you know what I mean? Like, he's that young. So yeah, shout out to Van, but I think JDM's got a better shot, especially since he is the champ. Lazy says, I started last night with Combate Global and Tough Enough. Tonight we got Fury FC, Karate Combat 2, Day Event, PFL, the boxing, so much. I know this whole weekend. I'm not so excited about karate. I mean, it's gonna be great. It's gonna scratch a itch for me, you know, but I need the real stuff. I need no more Adderall. Give me the hard stuff. You feel me? I'm trying to get into that real shit, that PFL, that UFC, that one championship, even if they got that. I'm trying to get into it. No Apathy says Vettori, the parlay buster. I know. I feel Allen too. Allen just with way more upside as well, but I feel like Vettori's going to come out of nowhere with a vintage decision performance. We know that fight's going the distance, right? It's going the distance. But yeah, Vettori probably going to fuck up a lot of parlays, which is why I'm apprehensive to throw that fight in general in my parlay, because it could end quick. It could be a long boring decision. It could be a super exciting decision. It could be a very close decision. Could be one-sided. I really don't know with that fight. It depends who's more emotionally invested and who could handle them better. And I feel like that's going to be Vettori, because no, it's not going to be Vettori, because every time he hates someone, he loses. So it's probably going to be Allen. Who knows? Lacey says face punching fat fest. Oh yeah. Alliteration. I love it. No Apathy says had Walker sub and Walker sub first round last week, hit for 1.6. I love it. I love to hear that shit. I wish I hopped on it with you, bro, but I had all the wrong guys in my high risk. Basically every single guy I had in my high risk lost. So I gotta rethink how I'm approaching the high risk, because if I approach the high risk the way I approach the regular, then obviously we'd be hitting. But I feel like I'm so much more loose with the high risk, and I should. Derek Lewis should have been in my high risk immediately. It should have been Derek Lewis and one other guy. So that I know that was the mistake, especially since I was already so high on Derek Lewis. It probably should have been Walter Walker and Derek Lewis. It should have been one of the underdog heavyweights with Derek Lewis, and it probably should have been Walter Walker. But I made that mistake. I'm going to come back stronger for it. I'm going to have a nice parlay for you guys early tomorrow morning or very late tonight. Okay, so I'm cooking. I'm cooking. And obviously, I'm going to show you guys the plays after we do the sim here. No Apathy. Oh, yeah, we just did that. Rob says, I'm hyped for tomorrow. Going to have the TV and computer going with all the different action. And of course, to top it all off, we got one more round in the main card minute to enjoy it with. Hell yeah, brother. Can't wait. I'm going to be excited, man. As long as we, as long as we do some of that, I'm going to be happy. That's all it takes for me to be happy. But if you see bad vibes on the horizon, I must be taking L's. So hopefully me and Luke are on the same page, because when we're on the same page, we tend to win. And from what I've seen in his breakdown, except for the main event, we're pretty aligned. So I'm happy for that. I'm definitely happy for that. Rob says, I think it is a bad matchup for Van for him right now in his career. I mean, get paid, but Pantoja is another level of competition. Yeah, too much too soon. I mean, Roy Val is a guy that goes to split decisions a lot because he doesn't tend to use his fight IQ where he needs to. He's a knucklehead sometimes, kind of like a Dan Hooker at flyweight. So yeah, that's why that was a tailor-made matchup for Van, which is why that I knew that fight was going to be so close. And I thought Roy Val was going to get it split, but gets dropped in that round 3 after he's doing pretty well. And then we know how that ended. So yeah. Someone say Fat Fest, DJ Serenity now, you sicko. And Shopcat says, what do you think about Costa shaking at the press conference? That was weird, right? I was noticing that too. He was just, yeah, I don't know if it's because that's a like a nervous tick of his, or that's an angry tick of his, because whenever he talks about Chimaev, or I believe it was Chimaev, he gets really agitated and angry and animated. So yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't think the weight cut was that bad. He did look a little sunken in, but he's made 85 plenty of times, and I know he went up to 205 for a little bit, but I think he should be fine. Roman Kopilov is definitely not a guy that you should be fragile and taking hits against, though. That guy's got, 11, 12 KOs? So, yeah. And David says, do you think Dana is jealous of Armin because he's rich? I mean, Dana's rich, so no. I just think Dana doesn't like that Armin acts like he doesn't need the UFC, because it sets a bad precedent towards the fighters, because he doesn't want anyone acting like that. If you're the boss of the company, you kind of want everyone subservient at some point. I mean, to some degree. So the fact that Armin's so bold and willing to stand out and pop out of main events on hours notice and do all this stuff and feel like he doesn't deserve any repercussions. I mean, yeah, Dana's kind of righteous to be not to be jealous of Armin, but to be apprehensive to let him back in the circle, Tari Eason. Oh shit, Tari Eason in the house, ball player. Welcome to the big show, Ateba Gautier. Welcome. I mean, he was on Contender Series. He got himself a nice win last time out, and I expected him to knock out Robert Valentin, especially as the big favorite that he is. But Valentin is definitely live in this fight. He could also land something and then yank up a fucking Darce choke on this guy, because we haven't seen his submission defense really at this point. But I don't think Valentin's going to stand with him long. I think it's going to be maybe 2-3 punches. This fight ends in less than 90 seconds, and Gautier gets his hand raised. KO. Yeah. But we're here to do the sim, right? And that's what we're here to do, bitches. Oh, fuck. Why am I here? Xbox, you trying to sell me shit. I don't like that. But anyways, you guys already know what the fucking deal is. What we came here to do is simulate Holloway Poirier 3. I have it Poirier Holloway 3. What the fuck? I'll switch that later. But anyways, we simulate. Tari says, oh yeah, Valentin might crack us and tap us out via armbar. Yeah, something weird. You never know. especially as a plus 400 dog. It's gonna be good to have a hedge or two out there just in case. But yeah, I like the under in that fight a lot, no matter who wins. Yeah, so what we simulate, all as you guys all know, we have the undisputed video game. Yes, Lawrence Okoli is in the game. Yes, Usyk is in the game, but Daniel Dubois is not in the game, so we will not be simulating that boxing fight, unfortunately. Yes. And then as for the other fights on the weekend, Jesse Bam Rodriguez is in the game. Yes, he is. But Kafu is not in the game, and Pacquiao is not in the game, as well as Mario Barrios is not in the game. So we will not be simulating any of those fights this week. Unfortunately, we did have Usyk in the game, and then we did simulate the last fight with him and with Tyson Fury. Oh, that was weird. Interesting. But anyways. Give me 1 second. I gotta figure out what just happened with the gameplay. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that laptop. Luckily I got that shit back though, so it is what it is. Uh yeah, so we can't do Daniel Dubois and Alexander Usyk, but hopefully next time we get a good boxing match around, we can get some good matchups going. I know Terrence Crawford and Canelo are in the game, so that will definitely be happening when that matchup comes in September, but for now, no matchups on the horizon and undisputed. And then, as you guys know, we're playing UFC 5, bitch. Now, if you guys don't already follow or want to follow when I play video games, my gamer tag is below my picture right now. That's often spaced, capital O, capital S. And yeah, I play mostly the games you see below. A little 2K, a little Apex, I played GTA for a little while, but I'm just waiting on the new one at this point. Maybe I'll get back into it again. And some other shit I've just been trying out. But yeah. Here we go, baby. We're about to get into some UFC 5. We already have the event. We got a 3-fight card, as you guys know, and we'll get into it. I haven't gotten unfortunately, try a couple of them out soon. Mute the fuck out of this game, huh? That soundtrack was ass. Anyways. All right, so here's the event, guys. We're going to go through a couple things that we might see on the horizon. Close your eyes, okay? You're not supposed to see this. But as you guys already know, we did Fight Night Baku. We did Fantasy Fight Series 1 where Jones took out Aspinall. We did UFC 317. And we did Fantasy Fight Series 2 with Aspinall Pahea, where Pahea takes out Tom Aspinall. Unfortunately, Aspinall not doing well in the Fantasy Fight Series. But anyways, we're here at UFC 318. All right. I got a few Fantasy Fight Series planned. Maybe we'll do Fantasy Fight Series 3 later tonight. We'll see what happens. Probably not though. Probably not. Got to save those for different times in the week. But this is the card that we have on tap. We have Marvin Vettori taking on Brendan Allen. This is at middleweight. Then we have Michael Johnson taking on Daniel Zellhuber at lightweight. And finally, Holloway Poirier 3 for all the marbles for the BMF title. It's just a championship bout in this fight. Unfortunately, I couldn't put the BMF title on the line. Max Holloway did have the BMF title next to him in the character that I chose. So hopefully that's the title that's on the line when it comes down to it. But I haven't seen that happen yet. So we'll see. But this is a 3-fight card. We're about to get into the sim. Before we get into it, let's see these last few comments. Undisputed is missing a lot of fighters. Yeah. And then you have to buy every single one. So it's annoying. They all come in bundles. It's not, but a lot of them aren't, they don't just give them to you. We're losing your audio. No. Never mind. It's better now. Oh, okay. I think it was the soundtrack. Oh yeah, it was probably just like you know, phasing me out because of how apparent it was. But fuck that shit. You feel me? All right, boys. Let's get into it. First fight, Marvin Vettori, Brendan Allen. Oh God. Again, we are back in that cuck chair, baby. We're just watching, enjoying the show. Fuck that music track. All right, 31 years old, Vettori to 29, Brendan Allen, 6'0 to 6'2, 74 and 3 to 75. 19-8-1 for Vettori, 24-7 for Brendan
Ladies
Allen.
and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC.
This is going to be a sticky one, boys.
Introducing first,
That's all I got to say. Is Brendan Allen on a 2-fight losing streak? Imavov and Anthony Hernandez. He last beat Chris Curtis, who's since moved down in weight, and Paul Craig, who's since moved up in weight. Not a lot of wins at middleweight, so Vettori looks good right now, especially since the guys that Vettori loses to. I mean, Roman Dolidze, Jared Cannonier, Robert Whitaker, Israel Adesanya. All right, here we get started.
On Brendan Allen here tonight, representing Killcliff FC in South Florida.
But they're kind of the same caliber, always lose to the top guys. So we'll see who's the ultimate gatekeeper.
That his opposition is certainly mindful of here tonight. But there's nowhere to rest, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
For me, I think Allen's going to steal this, man. He's going to get a takedown or two here and there and just do enough to keep Vettori on his back.
Is going to fight for the UFC world title. Got to get this one here tonight, though.
Ooh. Big overhand. Vettori doing Vettori things.
Nice strike landed there.
Brendan Allen still not getting into the fight just yet. Ooh. I wish I could just put fight goes the distance in this, but I'm gonna have to choose one of these assholes, and I hope it's the one that actually wins on fight night, because this is the parlay buster right here. If there's any fight that's gonna bust our parlay tonight, it's gonna be this one right here. Heck, the worker says, "What the fuck? Hell no." Rob says, "You think Vettori remember to put his cup on for this one? We'll see. And if your shorts are on forwards or backwards."
You know he wants to clinch, and with relative ease, he gets it here early.
He wants to wear you down. He's big.
Ooh, nice uppercut from Vettori. He's beating up Brendan Allen, which I'm not mad at if we get Vettori decision, if I'm being honest.
But this guy is a dominant force when he can get his weight on you, when he can try to manipulate you from that clinch position.
Okay. These boys, nice steady pace in this fight. This is kind of what I expect, because they really don't like each other. So I expect them to like not take too many risks because of the fear of losing to a guy that they really don't like. And if you guys don't already know, they had a nice little scuffle on the casino floor. I believe it was in Vegas. And that's where there's beef originally. Well, I don't know if that's where it originally started, but that's where it festered. And then the fight got booked. So this is a nice grudge match, and we're about to see who's the better fighter of the two. And I have a feeling it's not the American. But I don't know, man. I like Brendan Allen, and I really think he could win the fight. I mean, I have him as my pick, but something tells me Vettori is going to surprise us with a vintage Vettori boxing performance. Ooh, Brendan Allen going for the sub. He jumps the gilly. And Vettori uses that to get on top. That was a low IQ move from my boy Brendan Allen there. I don't know what he was thinking with that one, but it is what it is.
Trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job. Great
I mean,
recognition of seeing what
just thinking on Vettori.
2 minutes now to go in round one.
Has he ever lost by sub? He's never even been finished. So you jump in a gilly full on just to end up in a bad position in a round that you were already losing was a terrible. And Vettori lets him back up. Even backs up. Brendan Allen's completely happy to stay on his back and eat a few punches for it. And Vettori making him pay, but then gets swept. Brendan Allen. Nice little bait action. threw a little fucking bread out on the line, and that fish came biting. And now he's pulling off that triangle. If he doesn't get this, though, he's going to be on bottom again. Unless he turns it into another sweep to get into full mount and elbow Vettori. Very nice from Brendan Allen. Hurts Vettori. I don't know if this is going to be enough to steal the round, even though he hurt him, because can the judges see that he got hurt? How does this work? Does all three, did all three of the judges see that elbow really hurt Vettori? Like, I don't know.
Big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's the look at him,
arm triangle.
Look at that, he set it up.
Brendan Allen arm triangle.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Please don't make me put a fucking Allen sub in this.
This cannot happen much longer.
Stop it. Stop it. Oh, thank you. Oh, all right. Okay. Lacey says they should release alternate versions of fighters instead of being prime versions. Are like a silly one. Backwards Trunks Marvin, Gilbert fight kit, Gibbler fight kit, Gil Melendez, etc. Yeah, that would be pretty good. I like that. Drunky Peterson referee skin. He's got cigarettes and a bottle in his hand. Oh shit, he's trying to triangle from the other side. Last time he used this sweep, he does the same thing this time, but he doesn't land a killer elbow. This might win Allen the round because of how dominant he was on the ground and towards the end of the round. Let's see what the stats is hitting on. Allen looked like he had a little more swagger at the end of that too as he got up. Yeah, so Vettori only had significant strikes, 17 significant strikes, and 35 total strikes with a minute of control time. But Brendan Allen had a minute and 36 seconds of control time, 46 total strikes, 5 significant strikes. Okay. And then he stunned and hurt Marvin Vettori from mount with that elbow. So I'm going to have to give that round to Allen, actually. It's going to be 10-9 Allen, which is how I was leaning. But as you guys know, this is a 3-round fight. And yeah, Vettori is very accustomed to 3-round fights. So don't be surprised if he doesn't come back in this next round. In big time, too. Because you know he's going to come out with some urgency, especially knowing that he was on bottom and lost that round.
Ready to fight. Ready.
Round 2 here.
All right, Vettori. Oh, swinging them hooks and eats it straight. Those big overhands. Yeah, he's throwing a lot into his shots. He's trying to bait Brendan Allen in and land something big. Body kick incoming.
Straight right is there.
Lots of boxing from Vettori. He needs to get some more kicks involved. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. And Brendan Allen gets his takedown stuff. Let's go, Vettori. Volume. Volume.
Swing and a miss by Vettori.
Ooh. Next person to land nicely is going to hurt him. I have a feeling. I got a feeling. Oh, Brendan Allen with another takedown. And we know Vettori didn't get back up once he was taken down in round 1. Oof. This is not good for Vettori. I mean, there's a lot of space on the casino floor to back up, but in that octagon, not so much.
Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom.
Brendan Allen, side control, just
now he's going
stepping over in the mount.
Setting up the sub here.
Third triangle attempt.
Spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Will he sweep again, or will Vettori exit and end in side control? Uh-oh, it's getting deeper. Uh-oh, he's getting the arm across. Brendan Allen subs Marvin Vettori in round 2. Wow. We have to throw Brendan Allen's sub in our fucking parlay. Sick one. Sick one. CPUnits, why? Why CPUnits?
Back at the replay as he gets it done by submission.
You better
tonight,
know
champ.
something,
He does a great
CPUnits,
job
that I
of staying
don't.
patient.
You
He
better
doesn't
fucking
rush
know
or
something I
panic.
don't.
You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time.
Brandon Allen
when
with a
you're
big
this
sub
good in
win.
the submission.
All right, the official decision is in. Here once more, the veteran
What?
voice to the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this
What?
contest at 1 minute.
I did
43
not
seconds of
see that
round
coming.
number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out.
I mean, he does have 14 submission wins. Yeah. You know what? Maybe they know something we don't, guys. Maybe they know something we don't. Vettori's going to go too big. Allen's just going to jump on his back,
They knew what they
get
had in
him
front of
down.
them. They knew how
Vittori's going to
tough
make a
their
mistake with too
competitor
much time
is
in the
opponent
round, and
was, but
Allen's
they
going to get the
also
sub.
knew
Hey,
that if they could get
I
this
believe.
fight
I
to
just talked myself into believing. I'm a believer now. CPUnits, 14 subs by Brendan Allen. He can do it. I mean, he did attempt a lot of subs, and when he fights, he does attempt a lot of subs. That's why he gasses himself out sometimes. So, hey, if Vettori gets caught or ends up giving up his back, hey, man, this shit's entirely possible. I low-key like it. But now we got to look at all the props that this brings. We got to look at all of them bitches. Because we just got Brendan Allen sub. What the hell? What the heliante? He's minus 198 money line. The under 2.5 at plus 240 cashes. Brendan Allen minus 3.5 cashes at plus 120. Brendan Allen by submission cashes at plus 400, which is the third highest option on the board, third lowest option on the board, by the way. Fight and submission at plus 350. Brendan Allen by submission in round 2, plus 1,200. Fight to not go the distance, plus 200. Was that the over? No, it was under 1.5. Under 1.5, plus 400. Wow. Brendan Allen by TKO or submission, plus 300. Marvin Vettori to win by decision or Brendan Allen to win by submission, minus 105. Not bad. Not bad. Brendan Allen to win and under 1.5 plus 14. No, whoops. Where the fuck are the unders? And under 1.5 plus 475. Brendan Allen to win and over. Nope, forget it. Brendan Allen to win in rounds 1 or 2 plus 380. Round 2 submission plus 1,000. Round 2 anybody plus 700. Brendan Allen round 2 plus 850. Fight to not start round 3 plus 300. Now we look at significant strikes. Not even worth a look. Takedowns. I mean, one takedown from Brendan Allen, minus 135 for one takedown from Brendan Allen. I love that. One takedown is entirely possible. Entirely possible. And those are the props. Our first leg is going to have to be Brendan Allen by submission at plus 400. That's already a nice start to the parlay. It's only going to be 3 legs. So, I mean, if that first leg hits, these next 2 legs are very likely, depending on what we get here. Depending on what we get. But yeah, let's get on to the next fight. Fight 1 was already through. Very quick one. Brendan Allen gets a sub on Marvin Vettori in round 2. Didn't expect it to be that quick, but it was academic. In our co-main event, we have the fight between Michael Johnson and Daniel Zellhuber. Who knows what's going to happen here? Because I don't fucking know. But I think it's going to be a Zellhuber sub or KO. I think it's a Zellhuber finish. Let's fucking find out, shall we? We're back in the cuck chair, y'all. Back in the chair. Just watching. Just watching. Now, my problem with choosing Michael Johnson in this fight, let's see the tail
And
of
now
the
our
paper.
tail of the tape.
37-25, 5'10" 6'1", 73-inch reach to
Here is
77-inch
Bruce
reach, 24-17 and 15-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is
There's
3
no way he's
rounds in the
24-17. I thought
UFC
he's like
lightweight division.
23-19 or some shit.
Introducing first, fighting
Hold on.
out of the blue
We
corner.
got to verify that one.
Daniel Golden Boy Zellhuber.
Michael Johnson, where art thou? Yeah, he's 23-19. His record's wrong in the game. 23-19, 11 wins by decision, 7 losses by decision, 9 submission losses, 3 TKO losses, and he's won by knockout 10 times. Here we go. Shit. And Zellhuber has 7 KO wins, 5 decision wins, and has only lost twice by decision.
A lot of tools brought to the table by the menace Michael Johnson.
Submission wins, you ask? 3. So I like the Zellhuber finish just in case he doesn't get the KO.
Great block there.
But sub.
Oh, heavy kick to the body.
Probably need a decision. Watch.
Nice
Ooh.
left hand.
Michael Johnson taking risks.
He comes
Ooh,
forward
he
with a
almost gets
flying
caught,
knee
gets
that
out of the
just
way.
missed hitting the target flush.
Come on, baby. Ooh, Michael Johnson almost caught him with a hook as he did the spinning back fist.
Try to establish that jab. Oh, and that kick is blocked.
Oh, punch in air.
Pretty good straight punch there by Johnson.
USA chance? Am I really hearing USA
Early
chance?
on to this one.
Well, that was crazy.
All right, early round 1 action.
Main
here.
card minute in the house. Let's go. What's
Again,
good?
We don't know the striking discrepancy here, but you got to think the wrestler is going to pursue these situations in this match.
I mean, he spent his lifetime here. He spent his
Okay,
lifetime in
MJ.
close. So
What
he
are we
gets to
doing?
the clinch, he gets chest to chest, and he's comfortable. No matter how good his opponent
Zellhuber
is,
trying to corral
in
him, getting
terms of
caught because of the
overall
speed of
skill,
Michael
he is
Johnson.
so well versed here that he feels like he is in the advantage position.
Trying to catch him in between. Hurt that leg of Michael Johnson. He switched stance already.
That was nice, right?
Zellhuber still attacking that same side.
Oh, and he tags him with the
Ooh,
straight
Michael
wrist shot there
Johnson
by
coming on.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the
Ooh, a
round.
big head kick from Zellhuber gets out of the way and then lands a hook on Johnson. And a big takedown on Michael Johnson. He decided to mitigate the risk.
Another good stick to the head.
Inside the closed guard
Uh-oh.
now.
I mean, he went right into his full
Uh-oh.
guard. What does he do?
Duran, what's going on? Working on brisket this weekend. I'll send you a drunk picture during tomorrow's watch.
Your submission
Nice.
attempt here, champ.
All right, we got some competition.
When you sit the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Why did Zellhuber just let him up
Will
like
let
that?
his opponent stand back up. Yes.
Come on, baby.
Well, he misses with the left punch there.
Come on, baby. Ooh.
2 minutes now to go in the opening round.
Look at him whip his hip. Into
Dude,
that kick.
one sub away from 500. Slam it.
Blocks the
Slam it. Who's got a burner?
shot. Nice job to
Uh-oh.
control the range and using his reach advantage to get that punch in. Pretty good jab there by Johnson.
Come on now.
Oh, misses with the jab.
Guess I'll throw it away. I mean, there we go. It's kind of blocking the fight, though.
Oh, that body shot hurt him.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. Just misses with the straight right. Oh, nice move and stick there. We talk a lot
All right,
about sticking
Zellhuber.
and moving, but slipped that offering and then countered with a punch of his own. I guess it pays to be
Michael
the
Johnson
fighter.
getting through the guard of Zellhuber
Well, he
and landing
continues
some
to stay
shots,
busy and he
man.
continues to land
Imagine we have to
with
take a
quality
Michael
punches.
Johnson decision or something as our second leg, or Michael Johnson KO. I mean, I'd love to do it. I wouldn't feel confident, though.
Trying to go to the body here.
Ooh.
Unable to find the target.
Oh, catches the kick. Doesn't do anything.
30 seconds now to go in the round.
This boy's very conservative in this end of round 1.
Jab gets the attention of his opponent.
Ooh, nice shot from Johnson. Johnson finding his shots, man.
15 seconds.
Showing this young kid what's good. Ooh, big uppercut. Nice knee from Johnson. Johnson very active and looks like the faster fighter.
Second round, straight ahead.
All right. The stats got to tell us, because I'm really not sure with what I was seeing at the end of that round. Okay. I think I know. Yeah, so 44 strikes and 15 significant strikes for Johnson with 20 seconds of control time, a takedown, 42 strikes, and 19 significant strikes from Zellhuber. So, yeah, I'm going to give the slight edge to Zellhuber, but Michael Johnson absolutely in this fight. This could be a close decision. A decision would be the least expected from me, but would make sense because a young guy, Michael Johnson's going to have a lot of tricks. It's only a 15-minute fight. Michael Johnson's been in a lot of 15-minute fights, even though he gets finished in round 2 a lot. I can see him going the distance. So hopefully this round 2 doesn't go in classic Michael Johnson fashion. But we're about to fucking find out, right?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
All right.
All right, here we go with our next round. His opponent is going to need
big overhand left from Johnson. Jab to the body. Uh-oh.
He's trying to walk forward. He's a pressure fighter.
Oh, my. Johnson just got hurt a little bit there, but lands a nice combo on Zellhuber. And eats a big head kick. And eats another one into a spinning back fist. Oh, no. Classic Michael Johnson. Oh, no. Get out of there, Michael. Michael, get out of there. Don't get in the pocket. Stay out of that pocket, Michael. Don't do it. Don't do it, Mike. Oh, let's go. Michael Johnson coming back. Hurt Zellhuber a little bit.
Well, we see
this is what we came to see. This is what we came to see.
Level, not attempt to change the level.
Nice leg. He's chipping away. He's getting back into this fight. He needs this round, though. He just got hurt. They need to do a little bit more to come back.
Why he is not trying to change his level, get to the hips and get takedown.
Landing combos, chopping away at the legs of this young guy. He might have just cut up Zellhuber, and now he's blasting him with knees. Hurting Zellhuber. This is a close fight now.
Oh, nice little right hook there.
All right, fuck off, Xbox. Yo, Michael Johnson looking good in round 2 here. He's got Zellhuber bleeding. He's got his chest bloodied.
He's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job.
Hard shots landing
Michael
on both
Johnson.
sides.
Ooh, eats a big shot. Just misses on the elbow. Michael Johnson chopping away at the legs of the young guy. Michael Johnson. Oh, and stays on his feet, sprawls. Makes him pay a little bit. Get back in southpaw, Mike. Get back in southpaw. You're going to get hurt.
Usually this guy level changes to take it on very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking and he is on point with his striking. He worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills and is showing right now.
Right now, I got except close again.
Zellhuber's
taking. Ooh, Michael Johnson lands a nice strike on Zellhuber again.
And here comes the purple, the black and blue, a definite bruise.
Those legs are chopped.
Right side.
Ooh, big knees and into an elbow from Johnson. Nice Muay Thai. Yo, Johnson's looking good. Johnson is looking.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round 1. You can't say the same here in this second round. He is really.
He's just fast. Oh, and blocks the flying knee.
And the output and starting to find his range here in the pocket.
Oh, Very
We've
nice.
got a
Comes
lot
right
of blood
across
now,
with the
ladies
left
and gentlemen. I
straight.
think my mother just
Makes him
turned off the
pay.
TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer
Michael
theoretically to the end of the
Johnson.
fight.
Yeah, and
Getting the
you know,
young guy tired.
when
You
got
saw
a
that?
person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do. When you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to take down
Gets a couple body shots from the young guy.
The more he's gonna have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
All right, Champ, starting to see some swelling upstairs now.
He's taking way too many shots.
Don't trade with him.
You got him.
Don't trade with him, Mike.
You cannot be on a straight line. Otherwise, you will take shots, and that shot,
Uh-oh.
and those shots.
Here we go. Here we go. There it is. He heard Zellhuber. Oh, he dropped Zellhuber. This is Michael Johnson's round. Let's go. It's going to be 1-1. Uh-oh, Zellhuber going for the sub. Uh-oh, we just seen a triangle last time get locked in. Uh-oh, he might get the arm across.
If he gets it across, he's going to start pulling down on the head. Really get
Johnson doing all he can to stay out of this. He's adjusting. Oh, gets swept. Johnson on bottom with 35 seconds left. But this is going to be Johnson's round. This has to be. Even if he gets beat up here, unless he gets really hurt, he dropped him, hurt him bad a couple times. So this is Johnson's round, regardless of being on bottom at the last 30 seconds here. Unless he gets finished. Shit. Hey, get out of here. Get back to half. Get back to half. Ooh, Zellhuber very heavy on top. Not doing too much damage on top, though.
Seconds winding down in round 2.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Yo, I'm giving that round to Johnson, bro. That's a Johnson round. Dropped him bad. Dropped him bad, skis. Boy was licking canvas. Buddy was licking the canvas. Buddy was looking for ants on the canvas, bro. All right. So, yeah, look at that. Only 57 seconds control time, which we all saw at the end of that round. 40 strikes and 18 significant strikes. He did hurt Michael Johnson once, but Michael Johnson also hurt him and gets the knockdown and had more significant strikes with 25 and had more total strikes with 47. I got to give that round to Michael Johnson. It's 1-1 going into round 3, and we got ourselves a war, boys. Look at fucking Zellhuber's chest, dude. Something's broken or something's cut. I think his eye's cut. Maybe the nose is leaking a little bit. This is a problem.
All right, so a huge round for him there. Nearly had him out of there with the head kick. Did get the knockdown.
Michael Johnson is a motherfucking problem right now. Look at that. Oh, my God. That was some Dan Hendo shit. He tried to land on Zellhuber there.
If he continues to do the exact same thing as he did before, he will get that finish.
Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson. All right, here we go. Round 3. For all the marbles.
Here we go.
Momentum's on Johnson's side. Oh, hurts Zellhuber again.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed
Stop.
a massive hook.
Stop. A Michael Johnson TKO would go so hard.
Oh, my goodness.
Lead left by Johnson.
Hurts Zellhuber again with the straight
We've
left.
seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight,
Nice.
especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here.
Boxing
He has
from
punctuated
Johnson.
a lot of his
Ends it with a nice head
combinations
kick.
with that hook shot tonight. Big left
Yo,
hook
Zellhuber, not all that apparently, huh?
Oh, just missed with a hook. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
Good.
They're both.
Oh shit!
Expected it, though. You
This is
expected
Johnson's
a close
fight right now, guys.
You did not expect a
Johnson's decision is very
both guys,
much
from
on the
moment they
table.
said fight, went forward, got each other's face, and just beat each other up.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Zellhuber backing up. Johnson walking him down.
Just missed on the front kick there.
Ooh.
He fought with so much intensity early that he looks like he's starting to get a little tired.
Oh!
My goodness.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot.
Michael Johnson
I'm not even sure
KO.
the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him.
Michael
But for the winner, this is
Johnson
certainly
KO.
exactly what he was looking for.
Went
here
with a left straight to body, blocks the right high kick, right hook. That was gorgeous. That was fucking gorgeous. Wow. Takes out the young up-and-comer Zellhuber. Michael Johnson. Right hook knockout. Holy.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce
Got two
Buffer
dope
has the
finishes.
official
Not
decision.
gonna lie.
Ladies
Not
and
gonna
gentlemen,
lie.
referee Herb
I'm
Dean
not
is
mad
going
at
to stop
that
this
at
contest
all.
At 1 minute, 19 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout,
Michael the Menace Morales. I mean Johnson. Why did I say
All right, so Michael
Morales?
Johnson still getting it
Michael
done in a mixed martial arts
Johnson.
career that dates all the way back to 2008. He has made a lot
Just
of
got a
technical
fucking
improvements.
TKO
I thought
win.
he
What
looked
the
faster
hell?
than ever tonight. Footwork.
Fuck off, Anik. But anyways, what did we just get? We got a fucking Brennan Allen sub. And now we have a Michael Johnson TKO. That's already plus 6,400 because Michael Johnson TKO is plus 1,200. Michael Johnson money line is plus 455. The over 1.5 is minus 215. Michael Johnson with the spread is plus 200. I like that bet the most because I like this to go the distance. 1 second. All right. Yeah, so Michael Johnson by TKO plus 1,200. Oh, fuck. There's so much. If Michael Johnson actually wins, Michael Johnson by TKO or decision plus 475. Just crazy. Michael Johnson by TKO in round 3 plus 3,500. Michael Johnson in over 1.5 plus 500. Was the over 2? No, it was under 2.5. Michael Johnson to win an under. No, they don't show that. All right. Michael Johnson to win in round 3 or decision plus 600. Round 3 TKO anybody plus 800. I like that bet a lot, actually. Fight to not go the distance at minus 160. Michael Johnson round 3 at plus 3,000. Round 3 anybody plus 5,500. Sorry, plus 550. Fight to start round 3 minus 145. Significant strikes 47 and 41. Not worth a look. Takedowns 1 for Zellhuber. Zellhuber to get 1 takedown at plus 350. The way he attempted it and the way that Michael Johnson throws punches, that's going to be a great bet. That's going to be a great takedown prop. Zellhuber to get 1 takedown plus 350. Even though Michael Johnson's takedown defense is really good, I could see him getting to his back at least once. Getting on his back, sorry. But yeah, those are the props for that fight, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going to hit, what's not going to hit. I'm kind of worried. I'm kind of fucking worried. Richland Ford says, "Oh snap, we got a CPUnits on. Oh shit, you at $4.99. Let me go grab my burner account. I was waiting for this." Luke says, "I've already used all my burners." Oh, Rob says to Luke. Luke says you did it. Oh shit, we hit it. 500. Yes, let's go. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. Luke says may or may not have been a burner. Congrats, my dude. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Burner account for the win. 500. Let's fucking go. Bong rip for this for sure. Let's do it. I got you guys. I got you guys with a rippy. A rippy sticks. Here we go for the 500. For the 500. Cheers to you guys. Thank you for 500. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Haley wants to be in his cage like a weirdo. Anyways. Rob says, congrats, Gaff 501. Oh, shit. Spam the party emojis. Party emojis. Who you got in this, Gaff? I need over 1.5 and Johnson with the 7.5 spread. Well, looks like both of those cash for you, bud. Use my son's account to sub. Thank you, Duran. I appreciate that. Gang. Let's go, Duran. I hope this goes exactly this way. I would love that because I would love Michael Johnson to win. The menace. Let's go. Rob says to Duran, smart man. Didn't even think of that. DJ Serrano says, if Johnson gets a KO, I will shit myself. Well, he got a fucking KO. So let's hope it happens in real life. DJ shitting himself right now. Oh, you mean tomorrow? Laugh out loud. I did mean tomorrow, but honestly, Luke, still kind of shit myself. That's why I like to do these CPUnits, because it helps me think a little differently about what might happen. Because sometimes I'm so sold on one side, and that definitely opened my eyes. It opened my eyes a little bit, man, because I was for sure on Zellhuber. But then again, young guys, me and the young guys, you don't have a good track record. Pause. They always seem to screw me. Pause. So I don't, Robelis to Spain, a lot, a lot of those young guys coming in. I always jump on the bandwagon early, and I'm like, bro, he's definitely gonna win, and then they don't. So maybe I will be staying away from that fight in my parlays per se, especially since it's such a big dog. He should definitely be taken as a single. If you feel brave, maybe a giant dogs parlay, but shit, man, I don't know. This is about to be fat. Mr. Gaff predicts these things. Aoli, yeah, he's behind me laying on the floor. Laughing my ass off. Richland says that double bet is my jam. I love the double bet. Luke is the pioneer of the double bet. Richland Ford, KO or decision. Plus 475, Michael Johnson, right? Because it's not going to be a sub. It's going to be KO or decision, You might as well just take a money line at that point because he's plus 455. And then if he does get a sub, like a tap to strikes, imagine. Luke says, I think you should take Johnson with the spread in the parlay or money line. No, we're taking Johnson KO. You know what we have to do? I can't anger the CPUnits gods, Luke. Even if it's charity, I have to keep it as is. That's how we get our big cashes. That's how, I have to keep it as is. It's got to be the Brendan Allen sub, the Michael Johnson KO, and whatever this next fight is going to be. I have to do it. Now, obviously, I will take a side parlay with what you're saying, yes. But the official one more round one has to be fighter and outcome. That's what's done us good in the past, and that's what's going to do us good forward. Like, we don't change the mystery bet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Luke with the trees. Yes, baby. Yes. That's my weed emoji. Until we get weed emojis. Until we get Sam and whoever else to get us some emojis. I still got to talk to them about that. Richland says, cheers. Luke says, bunch of young guys screwing Gav. Laughing my ass off. And Luke says, Jed's climb bet is Zellhuber money line, and he's got 2K on him. Oh, Lord. Well, unfortunately for him, this might be a sweaty one. It's probably going to sweat him out. So, Jed Mishu, good luck, my friend. I hope you win that 2K. Well, it's going to be What? You're gonna win another 500 if he's minus 500. If you're putting 2K on it, another 400. So I hope you win 2,500. But just know that Michael Johnson is a menace, and I'll leave it at that. I will leave it at that. We got our last fight, the main event, the fight we've all been waiting for, bitches. Yeah. Max Holloway, Poirier 3 at lightweight. We're going to have the full walkouts. We're going to get to talk about these guys. And yes, we're back in that cuck chair. We're just watching, baby. I do not play hands-free. Hands-free, just watching this thing. Here we go. Let's start off with the diamond. Dustin Poirier. I mean, do I even need to talk about his win?
He is one of the best lightweights in the world.
Max,
Poirier putting that status on the line.
Bobby, Jim Miller, Pettis, Gagey, Alvarez, Holloway again, Hooker, McGregor twice, Chandler, Benoit Saint-Denis. Now he had some hiccups, the Makhachev, Charlie Oliveira, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Michael Johnson, one we just seen. Interesting that they have Michael Johnson, somebody that he hates, fighting on the same card as Dustin Poirier in his final. All right, that's interesting. Psychological warfare, maybe? I don't know. But anyways, interesting that he's there, though, right? All I got to say is that Dustin Poirier's resume is fucking ironclad, bro. This shit is crazy. He fought the who's who of everybody through multiple eras at 155. There's nobody that he didn't fight that I'm going to go back and be like, well, he didn't fight this guy. No, he fought them all. He fought them all. Every single last one you could think of. He fought them. All right? And Max Holloway, on the other hand, he was that guy at 45. Okay? Because Max Holloway's resume at 45 and a little at 55 is just as legendary. I mean, Andre Fili, Clay Collard, Cub Swanson, Charles Oliveira, Jeremy Stevens, Ricardo Lamas, Anthony Pettis, Jose Aldo, Brian Ortega, Frankie Edgar. He fought Alexander Volkanovski and Poirier, lost to them both, but beat Yair Rodriguez, Calvin Kattar, Chan Sung Jung, Arnold Allen, Justin Gaethje. Yeah, 2 Hall of Fame resumes going at it right now. Both at 45 and 55 for both. For both. These boys have almost mirrored each other. 2 different sides of the butterfly wing with equally as beautiful careers. These guys are about to give us a fucking war on Saturday. And I'm going to be in my full Max Holloway getup, ready to go. I may even put on a headband or two. Yeah, man. I might even put on some swim trunks just so I have some fucking Hawaiian shit on me. You feel me? Yeah, I might do that too. So yeah, 31 years to 34, but we all know that's older. The game's wrong. 5'11" to 5'9", 69-inch reach to 72-inch reach, 26-8 to 30-9. Are the records right? Yes, the records are actually right. Here we go. Oh man, I can't believe Jed gave this card a B+. I feel like it could live up to a B+. But pre-card?
Lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first.
C+.
Out of the blue corner.
I'll give it C+. Because the prelims are desolate. Absolutely desolate. We have a lot of trash on the prelims. No offense to anybody. But a lot of stuff to be taken out is what I mean there. And then on the prelims, there's no name value besides Vettori and Allen. And that had to make itself in a casino. And then the main card is kind of empty as well. So here we go. Let's see if the third fight goes any differently.
Who could forget Holloway at 20 years of age making his
Max taking risks.
Against Dustin Poirier. That was
and that will do it. Oh my God.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Just the way he found the opening, capitalized on it to the utmost extent.
No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. That's what just happened. Get the fuck out of here. Max Holloway. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. Max Holloway wasted no fucking time. And just like Justin Gaethje did to Dustin
We get the
Poirier,
official
takes him out
decision from Bruce
early
Buffer.
as fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Round
referee
1
Herb Dean
KO.
will stop to this contest at 11 seconds of the very
11
first
seconds.
round. By knockout and still the
Get the
undisputed
fuck out of here.
UFC
Max Holloway with the
lightweight
quickest
champion of the
lightweight
world,
KO. That's got to be, right? I know it's not at welterweight, and I know it's not at featherweight, but I feel like it might be at lightweight.
Max Holloway by knockout.
11 seconds.
Tone to him this week in our fighter meeting. He was urgent. Felt like he kind of needed a statement maker.
I don't even know what the fuck to say. Like what? Yeah. Max by TKO round 1. Needless to say, the odds on this are going to be absolutely fucking insane. And yeah, at this point, we know that the fucking CPUnits parlay is going to be cooked. Absolutely cooked. So I don't advise anybody taking it. But as you well know, I am obliged to take this parlay. So let's take a look at what's CPUnits predicts to happen on this UFC 318 card, because as of right now, it's spitting some fire, but it's spitting some crazy fire. Like, I did not expect this whatsoever. So Max Holloway moneyline minus 142, the under 4.5 plus 124. More to come on that. Max Holloway minus 5.5 at plus 140. Now let's take a look at everything much, much crazier. I'm reeling, yo. What the fuck? Max just knocked him out in 11 seconds in the fucking sim. Max Holloway TKO plus 350. Anybody TKO plus 150. Max Holloway to win by TKO in round 1 plus 1,400. Fight to not go the distance plus 110. Under 3.5 plus 165. Under 2.5 plus 250. Under 1.5 plus 425. Under a half round at plus 1,200. Max Holloway with max spread is plus 225. So that's like any way Max wins, a dominant freaking win. Well, obviously it's going to be a finish. So sub or TK. Sub or TKO. But you should probably just take Max by TKO or sub at plus 330 because you get better odds on it. I mean, it would have to be crazy for him to win by 13.5 points. So, yeah. That would have to be, 10-8s in every round? And it's Luke, you do the math. But yeah, Max Holloway TKO or sub plus 330. Wow. Yeah, I did Max Holloway TKO round 1. Max Holloway to win an under a half plus 2,800. Max Holloway to win an under 1.5 plus 900. Max Holloway to win an under 2.5 plus 50 plus 550. Max Holloway to win an under 3.5 plus 380. Max Holloway to win in rounds 1 or 2 plus 700. Round 1 TKO plus 700. Max Holloway round 1 plus 1,200. Round 1 anybody plus 650. Fight to not start round 2 plus 650. Fight to not start round 3 plus 320. Fight to not start round 4 plus 200. Fight to not start round 5 plus 145. And take the unders. They're at even money. No takedowns, minus 160 for Poirier, minus 700 for Holloway. And those are the props. And if you must know what the final parlay will be. And if you're crazy enough to take it, I mean, $10 wins you $3,000. So it is Brendan Allen to win by submission plus 400. Michael Johnson to win by TKO plus 1,200. And Max Holloway to win by TKO plus 350. Totaling plus 29,150. $5 wins you $1,462.50. $10 wins you $2,925. And that's the parlay, guys. That's the CPUnits parlay. We got a quick one today because we got 3 quick finishes, 2 round 1s and a round 2. Like, what the hell? What the helly? What the hell? Oh, no, round 3. Michael Johnson was round 3. Sorry. A round 2, a round 3, and a round 1. If anybody wanted to do that as a, is that a ladder challenge or whatever it's called, where you do like one fight by this, one fight by, or like one fight in this round, one fight in this round, and one fight in this round. You know what I mean? I forget what those type of parlays are called, but shit, that was wild. That was wild. Luke says, yeah, it's a B- at best. Yeah, I gave it a C+. A true donk if there ever was one. It could end up being a lot of fun, but it still sucks on paper. LOL. Stop. Oh my God. Happy retirement. Shit, that was fast. That replay was classic. Poirier's turned the wrong way, punching air. McKinney over Favola. Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that fight. McKinney over Favola for the 7. What was that? 7 seconds? Yeah, you're right. That was 7 seconds. Yep. 13.5. He has to win 1 round on one judge's scorecard. Oh, okay. 50-45 is 5. 50-45 is 5. 59-46 is 3. Add them altogether. That's 13.5. So 13.5 will cover. Gotcha. Okay. Well, interesting. And that's it. That's the sim. That's the sim. Take that information and do what you will with it. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Shit. I like the Michael Johnson fight, and I like how Brendan Allen won. I like how Max won as well. It's just the manner in which all 3 of them won concerns me. That's it. That's it. But yeah, I mean, we should go through my picks, right? We might as well. We might as well. I do this every week, right? I do it. All right. Here we go, boys and girls. Here are the picks on UFC 318 by yours truly. All right. Starting at the bottom, I have notes for you guys too. In case if you care, you care. If you don't, you don't. I don't. They're more for me actually. But yeah. Carly Judas, Nicole Cagliari. Cagliari's a finisher. She's a finisher. But Judas is the hometown girl. Okay. I feel like we can get a fishy decision. I like this fight to go the distance. I like Judas to steal some wins. I think all four of her wins are by knockout. So Judas by KO is also in play. Cagliari by finish is obviously in play, but I like the Judas decision. Okay. At middleweight, Bruno Ferreira and Jackson McVeigh. Jackson McVeigh 6-0, 3 finishes by 3 subs, 3 KOs. And he's 6'4". The problem is when you're 6'4" and you like to mix it up, well, usually your striking isn't up to par when you're facing a power striker like Bruno Ferreira. Now, Bruno Ferreira is showing he could also sub people in his last fight, but don't believe that he's going to be a fucking Michel Pereira and just start subbing people all the time now. That boy likes to use his hands, and I think he's going to use it in round 1. Now, McVeigh also a first-round finisher as well. Bruno Ferreira, a first-round finisher. I don't like this fight going past into the second round. I like a KO from either of them. McVeigh could snatch up a sub somehow, but I think he gets caught by Ferreira in round 1. At heavyweight, Ryan Spann, Lucas Brzeski, both these guys are kind of not great. They both haven't been doing well in their last few fights. Both of them knocked out by Waldo Cortez Acosta. I think this will be a sloppy one. I expect this to be the slop that makes us start hating the card, even though we get a nice knockout from Ferreira. But I think this is going to be the fight that makes us start thinking like, oh, shit, is the rest of this card going to be like this? We have fucking Krut Prochnio next. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a sloppy decision. As you can see, I have it white, which means I will be staying away. Both of these guys do not, no offense personally to them, but they do not deserve to have my money put on them in any way, shape, or form because they're so volatile, so crazy, so unpredictable. I can't put a finger on either of them, so I will be staying away completely in that fight. At light heavyweight, we have Jimmy Crute and Marcin Prochnio. I like Prochnio to steal a decision. Now, Crute KO is on the board. Jimmy Crute likes to get the finish, and he goes for it every single time. The problem is he always makes a mistake that lets the other fighter back in the fight. And Prochnio, a crafty motherfucker, he can land strikes from any little crack. Crute, tough as all hell, very durable, hard to finish. So I like Prochnio to get a decision. Also, a little fun fact, Crute hasn't won a fight since 2020. All the fights that he has looked good in or should have won ended in a draw, unfortunately. So Prochnio could definitely steal a decision here. I'm not so sure about that pick, so that's why Prochnio's blue. That's why Judas was also blue. I'm not really sure about those picks. But a pick that I am sure of, oh yeah, Islam Dulatov's here to take Adam Fuggett the fuck out. Okay? That's what's happening. He's either going to TKO or sub him, take him by finish. Dulatov is a round 1 finisher, bona fide level round 1 finisher. And Fuggett's solid, but he really isn't that good. I expect Dulatov to have his way with him. Round 1 finish. Round 1 finish. Round 1 Dulatov. All right? At middleweight, on the prelims, we have Ateba Abega Gautier taking on Robert Valentin. And I think Gautier is going to get him out of there in round 1. Valentin likes to take risks, go for it all in one shot. He's going to step in the pocket with him, either try to take him down, go for a sub, or take his back, go for a sub, maybe hurt him and then jump on a Darce or something like that. But I expect Gautier to be the one that lands the more powerful shot when it comes down to it. I think he's going to finish him in round 1 with a TKO. The problem also for Valentin is even when he is doing well, he's easily controlled by someone with size. And Ateba Gautier, if he really wants to, if he's getting hurt by Valentin, I especially to just push him up against the fence, take him down, and lay on him, kind of like a Torres Finney. So, yeah, I expect Gautier to win this fight no matter what. At welterweight, Francisco Prado and Nikolai Varetnikov. Varetnikov's never showed me anything to make me think he's going to beat a guy like Francisco Prado, who's finished every single one of his fights. The problem is Varetnikov is pretty durable, and he could find his way out of fights. And in a 3-rounder, I feel like Varetnikov can get out of this. So I feel like a Prado decision is in play, but I'm not confident in it. I'm more confident in a Prado finish because that's what he's done before. But I like Prado in this fight in absolution. Yeah, I love the KO for him because that's where the fight starts, and that's where he likes to keep it. So I feel like Francisco Prado is going to get a TKO finish if it is a finish, but decision's definitely on the board because Varetnikov is really tough, and his career is kind of on the line at this point with two losses in a row. So I feel like he's going to play it really safe, and Prado won't be able to get his finish, but he certainly will walk out with the win. At middleweight, Marvin Vettori and Brendan Allen. Like I said, I like this fight to definitely go the distance, and I like Brendan Allen. Obviously, Vettori is possible to steal the decision. Neither of them are really finishers, but Brendan Allen, obviously, a sub is in play, so I'm obviously going to add that Allen sub that we got. So Allen sub is definitely in play. Neither of them are finishers as of late, so that's why I like either of them to win by decision. But an Allen sub is in play, even though Vittori's never been finished. I think this is going to be a very close split decision, which Allen wins just because he has way more upside. At bantamweight, Kyler Phillips and Vinicius Oliveira. I like a Vinicius Oliveira decision. Kyler Phillips, notoriously hard to finish. Now, the fight can end by KO because Kyler Phillips does have a few KO finishes, and Vinicius Oliveira has most of his wins by KO finish. I think only 3 of his fights have gone the distance that he's won. But Vinicius Oliveira has also been KO'd 3 times over his career. Now, that's why I like the fight end KO as a nice hedge in case, the decision doesn't work out for your side. But yeah, Phillips decision, Oliveira decision, fight end KO. I'm just not completely sold on Vinicius Oliveira, especially since Kyler Phillips is a seasoned striker, even though he's more of a point fighter. What else here? Oh, main card. Lightweight, Michael Johnson versus Daniel Zellhuber. Now, I'm going to add me a Johnson money line here. And you know what? A Johnson KO. I'm going to do it. I like Zellhuber to possibly get the finish, but I think this fight will go the distance and Zellhuber will steal it. I don't know if it'll be a clear win or not, but I think Zellhuber will win this fight. Now, obviously, throwing a little Johnson money line because I want to hedge this. I definitely want to hedge this. I might be having Zellhuber as the last leg of a parlay, so maybe I might have to hedge. I may have to hedge with that just a wee bit. Just saying, maybe a second to last leg there. But we'll see what happens. Basically, Johnson loses to a lot of decent guys with power and towards this end of his career. So Zellhuber, not known as a power guy. I think the majority of his wins by sub, if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry. He is like 5 wins by sub. Right? Zellhuber has 3 wins by sub, 7 wins by knockout. But as of late, he hasn't been knocking guys out. A lot of decisions, and he's gotten an anaconda choke on Christos Giagos. So I don't really like Zellhuber to get a finish here. I like him more with the decision, which is why it's gold and in the column, and then Zellhuber by finish, just in case he happens to finish him, was one of my hedges. I also like a Johnson money line as a hedge. If you feel frisky, maybe that Johnson KO if you really want to hunt odds. But yeah, those are the plays for that fight. And then featherweight, Dan Ige, Patricio Pitbull. Now, Dan Ige only loses by decision, and Pitbull really needs to win here. They're both short-armed guys, very similar style. And in somebody that's pretty equal to Pitbull, I expect Pitbull to win the fight. He only loses to the top fighters, former champions even, you can say. Yair Rodriguez, a former interim champion, so that counts. So, yeah, I like Pitbull to win by decision. Ige decision is definitely in play. That's why it's in my hedge column, and Ige's only ever lost by decision. Also, Pitbull not really getting finishes late in his career, so I definitely like this fight to go the distance, and I love the overs. At welterweight, Kevin Holland, Daniel Rodriguez. I expect a Kevin Holland decision, man. I know he's been getting a lot of finishes lately. I know all that, but D-Rod's pretty hard to finish. He's only been finished twice in his career. He's also a bigger guy. We know Kevin Holland tends to struggle with the guys that of bigger stature that are more solid. We've seen it time and time again. So maybe he looks really good on the feet and pieces up Daniel Rodriguez. Daniel Rodriguez showing up a little bit too much, but I expect Kevin Holland to walk away with the decision. And I expect a classic Kevin Holland talking shit to the opponent the whole time. These guys talking to each other in the octagon. So, yeah, I don't think anybody's getting dropped, and I don't think anybody's going to have any scary moments. I think this is going to be a nice, easy-paced fight for Kevin Holland, in which he wins the decision. And maybe it looks scary a little at the end, but Kevin Holland wins. At middleweight, Paul Costa and Roman Kopylov. I think Costa's going to get a steal here, man. I like Costa to win. I like Costa to get a decision win. I also like the fight and KO in case Kopylov, Costa's winning the fight and Kopylov somehow pulls off the KO, or even Costa is dominating him and somehow finishes Kopylov. So I like fight and KO. And obviously a Kopylov decision's on the board. We've seen him pull off some big wins, but most of the time when he wins, it's a finish. I think 12 of his fucking wins are by finish, if I'm not mistaken. Roman Kopylov, 12 knockouts, 2 decisions, okay, of his 14 wins. So a decision is definitely on the board, but that's why I like the fight and KO, because either fighter can cash on that. And yeah, obviously a Kopylov decision is on the board because Costa is notoriously hard to finish as well. Not a lot of people have finished Costa. And then the main event, I like a Max Holloway decision. I like him to be a war. I like these guys to have a lot of respect for each other, and then we see the final bell for both of these guys. I guess it's wishful thinking. Obviously, we're going to have to add fight and KO in there. I like a Holloway KO, though, as well. It didn't occur to me until we saw it in the CPUnits, but I also like a fight and KO. So I like the Poirier decision as a hedge. I like Holloway KO. I like fight and KO. I don't see a sub happening in any way in this fight. This is these guys' last well, this is Poirier's last fight. I don't see him going out trying to win in a grappling match. Like, he wants his last moments to be throwing those fists, things that he's been doing in the trailer park since even before he started MMA. So I expect this fight to be ended in a KO or a decision completely, either Holloway or Poirier. You already know I'm siding with Holloway. Max can't lose 3, right? He can't lose all 3. He can't. And keep in mind that he was new to the UFC the first time. The second time, it was a short notice fight, and he still had his featherweight body. Now he's more prepared for lightweight. He's had a couple fights at lightweight. He knows what to prepare for in Dustin Poirier. Poirier on the way out, getting very emotional this week. A lot of factors coming into play. A lot of people lose their hometown fight. A lot of people asking for tickets. A lot of people, the crowd affects them. There's a lot of factors that come into play that just leads me to believe that Max Holloway will win this fight, either by decision or KO. And those are my picks on UFC 318. Bitches. Okay, let's see these comments. Damn, you speaking again. You picking against my queen Cagliari. I know what you mean. She's yeah. I still think she could get a finish. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of hometown fighters don't tend to win. That's all I'm saying. And Cagliari's a finisher. That's a bad recipe for Judas. That's all I gotta say. Richland says, damn, I paused the video to grab some food and it's over. Yep. Ended real quick with a 11-second KO. 11 seconds. Luke says he lost all 3 to Volk. He can definitely lose all 3 to Dustin. Yeah. And then we'll be like, yeah, Max was great in his career unless he fought these 2 guys. Like, that'll always be the joke, which I could definitely see happening. But, he never lost that second fight. Let's get that straight. It may say he lost it, but he won that fight. He got robbed. He got robbed in that second fight. Absolutely. And then, Luke corrects him with the lose. But yeah, you guys want PFL picks too, right? I'll give you some PFL picks. I got some PFL Africa picks for that ass. Yeah. No, let's not do that. Here. Here, let's do this. Let's reshare. Let's reshare and just tab over, shall we? Yeah. All right, let's start from the bottom. Uka and Niedermeyer. Uka's undefeated. They put her on the posters, all that kind of stuff. They got faith in her. Uka decision. All right. I don't think either of them have more than one finish, so this fight will go the distance, and I like Uka. Juliet Uka to win. At heavyweight, we got Badr Medkuri for taking on Adrian Babley. Abraham Babley. Babley been robbed in a couple. Well, maybe robbed. He's got a couple split decisions and splits that haven't gone his way. I fully expect him to come out and try to leave the judges out of this one. I expect a round 1 TKO by Babley. If not, it will be a dominant decision. He's not going to leave this one up to chance. Also, I think there's been an opponent switch, and his opponent has been knocked out 4 times, so definitely knockout prone. I think Nazi's now the opponent. At bantamweight, Franz Malambo is taking on Simbarshi. Whoa, I'm not even going to attempt that. Malambo decision. At heavyweight, Abdullah Kane is taking on Jufi Hulton. Now, Kane, some knockout power, round 1 kind of guy. Okay? Both of them are round 1 finishes. The problem here is that Kane looks pretty pristine, and Hulton has been knocked out 3 times. So I'm definitely going to be siding with Kane here to get the TKO in round 1. At bantamweight, Antero dos Santos taking on Kareem Henien. I like Henien a lot. Now, Tehitembo, right? It was Antero dos Santos, but I think it's this fucking 6'2" bantamweight now, right? The problem with the 6'2" bantamweight is he gets in a lot of split decisions, which is not a good sign. If you're that big and people could creep their way back into the fight, that just leads me to believe that you're controlled a lot of the time and you don't keep people on the outside. So I definitely expect Henien to win this fight, and he's from TriStar, so he's well trained. I expect Henien to win this by decision. I like Henien a lot, no matter who the opponent is. At heavyweight, this is a toss-up. I'm going to go with Clark. I'm not so sure about this pick. I like a Clark to steal the decision. He trains with DDP and Cameron Simon. He's a bigger guy, but unproven. I think he's only 2-0 or 3-0. And as his opponent, not too much experience as well, Josh Sheltisha Awa. Either guy could win by KO, but I like Clark to win by KO. Let me put Awa KO as a hedge too. At bantamweight, Shannon Van Tonder taking on Bowie Gadogo. I like Van Tonder. He has 5 wins by sub. I like him to get the sub here in round 2. He could also win by decision on a lot of control time and a lot of submission attempts. I believe that. Obviously hedged with a Gadogo decision. But yeah, his opponent's only 3-0, and 2 of them have been KOs. I don't expect him to get KO'd because he's going to spend so much time trying to get the fight to the ground. So yeah, I expect this fight to go the distance if Van Tonder doesn't get the sub, and I think Van Tonder should win it. At heavyweight, Maxwell Nana is taking on Michael Grug. I like Nana by TKO in round 2, man. They both have power. They're both first round finishers, sometimes round 2. I don't think they'll waste any time, and I think they'll both go right at it, and somebody's going to, it's heavyweight. So somebody's going to get caught. I think it's going to be in round 1 or round 2 is possible. Gets a little sloppy, and then somebody gives up. So, yeah, I think Nana is going to win in round 2. And at bantamweight, Nkosi is taking on Mahmoud. I like Debele. I like him to get the TKO. Now, the other guy also has knockout power. Both guys love finishing by KO, but one tends to bake his opponents slowly and then cook him in the late rounds, and one just goes for it early. I think he goes for it early and gets himself caught. So it's possible that it happens in round 3 like I expected to, but I think it's going to be an early one, and our guy's going to win. On the main card, Corey Anderson's taking on Dennis Goltsov at heavyweight. Now, Corey Anderson, we've known him for most of his career at light heavyweight. Okay, so keep that in mind. But I think his style will transfer. I think he's been eating good. I think he's a solid build and style for heavyweight. He's going to take this guy down. He's going to control him. He's going to put him up against the fence and beat up on him, just overwhelm him with punches and small inside clinch strikes. I don't expect to finish here. Corey Anderson tends to win his fights by decision. I expect that to be the same. Now, Goltsov, Corey Anderson's never been sub, so I don't think Goltsov's going to get the sub here. If he does beat Corey Anderson, he's going to catch him, so I hedge with a Goltsov KO. Now, Goltsov also has 18 wins by KO, so definitely a favor. At lightweight, Maksharip Zainikov taking on Takeshi Izumi. I like Zainikov by decision. I don't even like Izumi by decision, bro. Take the Izumi off the board. He only ever wins his fights by decision. So actually, you know what? Put it back on there just in case. But I feel like Zainikov is going to play into that game and play it safe, but he's going to control it more and win the fight. I don't expect him to get the finish. At featherweight, AJ McKee and Ahmed Magomedov. I think AJ McKee is going to get a sub. Every time we've seen someone grapple AJ McKee or try to overwhelm him with their grappling, which is what this guy's going to try to do because he's a submission guy himself, McKee has flipped it around on them and gotten the sub, and you better believe he's a really good grappler. He's going to have something ready and in the bag for this guy. So I expect McKee to get a sub at some point in this fight. If not, I expect him to get a decision win. He only loses really by decision, especially to the toughest guys. So, yeah, I like a McKee sub or a McKee decision. At flyweight, I like Dakota to get the TKO on Sumiko Inaba. Now, Sumiko Inaba, very hard to finish. Tough girl, but she's going to find out there's levels to this shit, and Dakota is on a completely different level. She has double the fights she has. She has double the amount of finishes than she has fights, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, Dakota's finished all but 2 people, and I don't think Sumiko Inaba is going to be one of those people to get past Dakota. Dakota by KO all the way. I don't think this goes the distance at all. I mean, Dakota just throwing punches at you for 3 rounds, 5 rounds, however many rounds is too much. Dakota for the win. And at middleweight, Johnny Eblen and Costello Van Steenis. Now, Costello Van Steenis is a finisher. And we've seen Johnny Eblen get cut real bad. Imagine if Johnny Eblen ends up on bottom, gets cut by Costello Van Steenis. They have to end it by cut. So I like Costello Van Steenis by finish as a hedge. Eblen by KO as a hedge, but make no mistake about it, Johnny Eblen tends to win his fights as of lately by decision. So I expect an Eblen decision completely. He's looking for his 10th decision here. And I expect Van Steenis to look decent early, but just get control for the rest of the fight. And Eblen gets a pretty easy win. And yeah, that's it for this motherfucking show, y'all. That's it. I'm out of here. Who we got in the chat still? PFL needs to drop their fucking props. They don't even have over-unders, and we're less than 24 hours from the card. We may never get those over-unders. Maybe that's just their thing now. They don't do rounds or anything because they prioritize finishes. I don't know. But, yeah, I haven't seen rounds on either FanDuel or DraftKings in quite some time. So, who knows? I stand corrected. FanDuel drop props. Okay. All right, good. Got to get my bets in. All right. Durant Rand says, when are we going to be able to do donos? Hopefully soon. I thought I was on my watch hours. I think I'm like not too far away. So we got to do a couple more streams upcoming soon. I got to get my watch hours up a little bit more. But yeah, hopefully we could rake some in on the prelims on the PFL tomorrow. We'll see what we can do there. Luke says Gaff needs to request on his YouTube, and then they have to review and approve. It could take up to 24 hours. So Gaff do it ASAP after the stream, and hopefully they approve the PFL streams. Yeah, if my watch hours are there, because sometimes it tells me different watch hours than what it says in that tab that you're talking about. So I really got to check it out. And then Bet 365 has totals out. Okay, so hopefully we get some good props on that. But yeah, that's it for CPUnits. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'll be putting the parlays out soon, hopefully later tonight, if not early tomorrow. Let me know if you guys are into anything else. I want to see anything else. Hopefully we can get a stream on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Scan the QR codes below. Main card minute on your left. One more round fights on your right. We will be doing a PFL watch along right here. Prelims tomorrow, 10 a.m. on the East Coast, EST, right here. One more round fights. So don't forget to come on back. Don't forget to follow on social. That's where we will be putting out the parlays. One more round fights everywhere except for X, where it's one more round F8. Send shit to the email. You already know one more round fights at the fucking email. And yeah, that's it. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy the weigh-in ceremonies. Enjoy it all. Take it all in, because this is the last time we'll get to see the diamond. All right? Deuces.